everyone, hope you're doing amazing today. We're doing really well, thank you. My name is Carolina Fonseca Jimenez. I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace. And as you know, we interpret dreams here. The reason that we interpret our dreams is because we know that when we do, we are connecting with our subconscious. But we're also sharing them because when we're able to share them, we are connecting with one another on a more profound level. So guys, before we get started today on this conversation about parallel lives and all that stuff, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you because you guys have been sharing my videos and sharing these messages with people. And really, I truly appreciate that because as you know, whenever I'm doing these videos, I'm literally pouring out a little piece of my heart. So it's really nice to know that it's helping a few of you out. Even if it helps you out just a little bit, it really just kind of makes my day that my words can provide some kind of peacefulness to you or positivity. So thank you so much for sharing your messages with me and for sharing these videos with other people. Thank you. So, okay guys, like you saw in the title, we've had a couple of dreams coming in from our dream circle, our dream community, and a few of you have been having dreams about like parallel lives, right? Fascinating. First of all, let me just tell you that's fascinating. I think that is like totally awesome that you had a couple of dreams like that. So guys, we had two particular people send in their dreams. And basically what they're saying is that when they're living this life, they're living this life, doing their thing just like you and I are. But whenever they're going to sleep, they're waking up into this like other life, okay? And it's not like just a one-time thing, but they're saying that they go to bed and then they go back to the same kind of line where they're in the same house, they're with the same people, but they're doing different things, right? It's like the life keeps going on. And I just thought that was completely fascinating, right? And they're like, Carolina, do you believe in parallel lives? What does this mean? Okay, guys, so as you know, we've talked about the dream world and how immense the dream world is, right? We've talked about before that during the time that we're going to sleep, a lot of the time what can happen is we can access things that are in the past, right? Past memories, past emotions, all of that. We can do the past. We can also have dreams that represent the present, okay? Those dreams a lot of the time are the ones that we can really connect with and we can reflect outward, right? And will help us know what it is that's going on in our life currently, right? But then we also have those dreams that feel kind of like the future, right? And if you've had them, you understand what I'm talking about, where you're having the dream and you feel like this is somehow in the future, okay? Then we've also talked about how in the dream world, we've got past, present, future, but then we've got various levels above this world and various levels below this, right? So the people that are sending these dreams and where they feel like it's a parallel world somehow, I would assume, and I'm feeling that it is either the ones above or the ones below, right? And I think that that's amazing. But one of the things one of you was saying was you wanted to know what I thought about it. And to be really honest with you, it really doesn't matter what I think about it, okay? It has nothing to do with your dream. What I would suggest though, is that you let your feelings guide you. So for example, if I have a dream and I'm having a dream and I feel that it's in the present, okay? If I feel that it is in the present, it's because it is in the present for me, because that is what I'm connecting with. That is what myself is connecting with, right? But now if I have a dream and I feel that it's a past dream, right? Something that is a reflection of my past, if that is what I'm feeling and that is what I am connecting with, then that is because it is for me in my perspective, right? So this really is a wonderful practice for all of us to, whenever we're having any kind of dream, to not judge it, right? We always talk about that. We talk about having a neutral mindset, a loving mindset where we don't judge our dream. Why? Because when we start judging them, we start saying it can't be that or it can't be this, it must be this, okay? So we're starting to use our mind and this kind of way of analyzing things, right? We're so used to analyzing things to death and we start to ignore our feelings, right? But what we've been talking about on this channel is reconnecting with ourselves and listening to those emotions and to those feelings that we have so profoundly in us. Because when we remember what we've talked about on these videos is that when we're living our life, when we're awake and we're living our lives, what happens is that all of these situations that happen to us, all of these people that we meet, we absorb that information. It stays in our subconscious, and remember that when we go to bed at night, those emotions come up. It's a more vibrant world, of course, but you start seeing these dramatic images of things that maybe are still in your subconscious from that day, from that week, from that year, whatever, things that you've been carrying around, right? But for those of you that are having these dreams that you feel are parallel lives for some reason, that's okay. If that's what you feel, that's what it is for you, and that's okay, because we're not judging it, right? I've told you before that you can always feel free sending in your dreams to me because they won't be judged, right? We're not here to judge you and to say that your dream is wrong, you can't have that dream, that's weird, you shouldn't have it. That's not my job. That's no one's job, right? We're here to be an accepting community, a loving community. And if you had a dream where you feel it was a parallel life for you, then that's what it is. That's what it is for you. Now later, if you have another dream that you're like, you know what, I didn't feel that anymore. I felt something different this time. That's fine too. Go with that feeling, right? Accept it. Accept what you're feeling, because remember, guys, we don't have to be in this little block of ideas. Like if your ideas are outside of this block, they're wrong, right? They're wrong now. You got to get back into that block. No, we're not doing that, right? And the wonderful thing about the dream world is that it pushes boundaries, right? It pushes boundaries and it allows you to think outside of this box. You're thinking completely outside of this box, and you're literally living an experience that is totally out of this world, out of these three-dimensional these three-dimensional rules that we have, right? A lot of us in our dreams, we're flying, we're going to various countries, we're doing things in a second, right? We're creating in our dreams. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with you experimenting that. Because remember, guys, whatever we do in our dream world, the way that we work our minds in our dream world, if we are more creative in our dream world, if we are more passionate, if we are able to create things in our dream world, then that same energy and that same mental practice is going to reflect in your waking life, right? And that is exactly what we want. So for those of you that had those dreams of the parallel lives, that's cool. I really think that that's cool. But now the bigger question is, what are you learning from that, right? Because remember, whenever we have any dream or any experience in our waking life even, there's something that we can learn from it. Okay, so if you're having this feeling that you have a dream of a parallel life, then ask yourself, right, what are you doing in that parallel reality? What are, who are you with? What are you feeling, right? What are you feeling? What are you working on? Okay, because those questions, once you answer those questions, then you can really see the purpose for it, right? There's always a purpose for things, but we have to find it. Sometimes we have our little blinders on and, we have our little judgmental glasses on, or whatever you want to call it, and we close our minds to the opportunities that the universe has to offer us, right? But if we practice being open enough with ourselves during our sleeping state, we can be more open to our ideas and new ideas in our waking life, right? Because if you really think about it, if you have a dream and you know it's a weird dream, right? You know it's a weird dream, but you know you felt something very profound and you're kind of stuck on that feeling, but your mind is playing all these games saying, no, this is wrong, this is wrong, it's wrong. Well, no, it's not wrong. Go with what you're feeling, because that profound feeling will allow you to accept newer things from this universe. And guess what? You're practicing not judging yourself, right? So the reason that we listen to our dreams is because it is a way of listening to the most subconscious things that you have. And those are the most profound things. Those are the most profound things that are uniquely you, right? So we want to celebrate that. So I appreciate you sending in your dreams. I think that those parallel dreams that you've had, those are fantastic. Those are amazing. And let me know how that works for you when you start answering those questions that we talked about. What are you doing in that parallel life? Who are you with? What are you feeling? What are you learning? What are you working on, right? Answer those questions, and that'll give you some insight into what you're supposed to be learning from that experience, right? I'm excited to hear back from you. Okay. Now that we've touched a little bit on the parallel lives, I want to give you a couple of updates, right? So as you know, we've been sharing our videos, we've been doing our thing over here. I've got a interview scheduled with a radio station in Florida with a wonderful lady named Erica de la O. Totally awesome, totally positive. I am just loving her energy. This interview is all in Spanish. So as you know, most of the interviews that I've been doing are in Spanish, not because I'm just focusing on Spanish, but guys, those are the ones that have been inviting me the most. So that's what we're doing, right? We go wherever we are invited. And then also, I want to let you know that so September 15th, I believe, starts Hispanic Latino Heritage Month, right? As we all know, we want to celebrate our culture every single day, all of the time, okay? But for September, that's when we celebrate it here. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm going to various schools, and I'll be reading the book Lupita and the Magic of Mexico. The very first school that we'll be going to is in Chatham County. I'll give you the name of it a little bit later. Once we have our exact time frame confirmed, I'll share that with you. But we'll be in Chatham County with some of the kids there from kindergarten to 3rd grade, and we will be sharing our book Lupita and the Magic of Mexico, and we'll be providing just some loving energy and some loving messages to the kids and doing like a little art project with them. So I'm really excited about that. And wanted to let you know that I am going to make myself available for that month, specifically for Hispanic Heritage Month, to share the book and to share our message of love, unity, and peace. And that's all I've got going on at the moment, guys. But I just want to let you know that I appreciate you sending your dreams in. And again, remember that anytime you send your dream in to me, we will accept that dream with loving energy. There will be no judgments here because we are not that type of community, right? We're here to support one another, and we're here to be open to the possibilities that this universe has for us. So I send you love, unity, and peace. We will be in contact. Bye, guys.